and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
I didn't know what was UFC. I mean, I have watched, saw UFC a few times on TV, but I didn't even have TV. Maybe sat in some bar and saw see a UFC fight, and I was like, okay. I was homeless at the time because I didn't have nobody, no money. I just came out to Morocco. When I went in France, it was very interesting to see people complaining about everything. You know, healthcare was free. You can find place to eat for free. And for me, this was a heaven. I'm like, I was a homeless at the time, but I think that this was one of the best moments in my life. I was somewhere that I cannot care about being sick or what to eat for the first time in my life. Very happy with that, even though I was homeless. And people was like, why your situation is like really bad? Sorry. I'm like, don't mind me. I'm good. I'm really good. My school was like, middle school was, I think, about 6 miles from home. So it took me almost 2 hours to get at school.
So you walked?
Yeah, so I walked around about 2 hours. You know, so I have to wake up at 5, just get ready, start work. Sometime with not eating. Then I get to school, and the school close at maybe 4 to 5. But since I didn't eat in the morning, by noon, 1 or 2, I'm hungry, I'm starving. I can't take it anymore. I will leave school sometime, you know, just because I was hungry. Nobody could have understand that. You know, he was just on me, and I was the only one knowing what I'm dealing with exactly to get there. So, and all those things kept frustrating me. I'm like, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show them. I didn't like my life, and I always feel like I miss my childhood. Like it's something missing in it because it's been too much frustration in my life. Like I had to work by that age, and it wasn't enough. Like when school starts all the time, I'm gonna go to school, and most of the time still didn't have a pen to take note or a notebook to write on it. Sometimes no shoes or clothes, just have to wear like my uniform was tear all over. And most of the time, teachers, they don't understand why you don't have a book. They don't understand why you don't have a pen. Sometimes they just think that you didn't tell your parents. You should tell your parents so they can buy it for you. They don't understand that you can not just afford it. You know, your parent can't. So I was subject of shame, and I was always in retreat. I always stay in retreat, and that's how I technically grew up by myself. I end up like not even trying to have a friend. That motivated me at some point. I'm like, damn, look, this kid, they are looking at me like I'm worth nothing, but technically I worth more than them because I'm working, you know, even though what I have is less than what they have. I deserve what I have. I work hard for it, and they don't work They don't deserve shit. They are just a kid. From there, I wanted something to prove them wrong. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do something that's gonna prove this kid that I'm not beneath them.
So that gave you motivation.
Yes, that gave me motivation because that frustration, I was full of frustration, and I want to like drive this into something. Like, I have to prove them.
How long did you have to work in these sand mines?
Until I left school. Until I left school, I was 17. And then I keep doing it. And then
So you did it from 10 to 17? You did it all through school?
yeah.
And when
That
did
was
you,
the only thing to do.
right. When did you do it? Like if you went to school during the day, when did you work in the sand mines?
Over the weekend, over the holidays. Kids go to vacation and all those stuff. Adult doesn't want to work because it's raining all the time. Guess what? That was our opportunity when they don't want to work, so we have a chance to work. So that was a good opportunity to work under the rain all the time, like get back home shaking because all day long it's been raining, so you have to stay active because as soon as you stop working, moving, you get cold, you just get freezing, so you get active. It forces you to stay active and to work even more. He really helps me to remember everything, like where I came from, how he was. Every time that I go back home, I will go back to all those places that I used to work there. I hated this thing growing up. Oh, you can imagine. I hated the sand mine, everything. I hated my life. But today, it seems like a fuel for my life today. I have to fill up from that life. I'm not a fairy tale. I'm not a story that you watch on TV or that you read in the book. I'm a fact. As long as you believe in something, in a dream, as long as you have a dream and believe in yourself, I think a success is just a matter of time.